If you're running an interior design or architecture firm today, there's a good chance that you've asked yourself some version of this question. We do some genuinely good work, but why aren't more clients finding us? And it's a frustrating position to be in because you look around the industry and you see firms who are producing work that frankly is not as strong as yours, maybe even subpar, and yet they're growing faster. They're winning larger projects, they're getting talked about more, and they're receiving more referrals. At first glance, it feels unfair, but there is a deeper reason why this happens, and it's becoming even more important in the age of AI. Over the next few years, we'll see that producing good designs is becoming less and less of a differentiator than it has ever been before. And it's not because design quality itself does not matter. Of course it does. But because clients are not buying designs the way designers think they do. Let me explain. Imagine two firms. The first has exceptional work. It has beautiful portfolio. It has a strong, exceptional technical ability. It has thoughtful design process with multi-layered approvals. But when a client visits their website, they're filled with questions. What exactly does this firm specialize in? What are they best suited for? Why would I choose them instead of somebody else? The second firm's work is objectively less impressive, but their positioning is crystal clear. Their messaging is focused. The process is very easy to understand. And within 30 seconds, the client exactly understands why they're the right choice. Guess which firm is going to win more projects? Of course, in most cases, it's going to be the second one. Because clients are not evaluating design quality first. Clients are perhaps not even capable of evaluating design quality first. They're evaluating confidence. They're trying to figure out whether they will be safe in your hands, whether you will understand them. And this is one of the biggest misconceptions in the industry. Designers think that clients compare portfolios, but clients are actually comparing risk. They're comparing uncertainty. The client is not asking who will produce the most sophisticated design. They're asking who will I feel safest with? Who do I want to trust with such a significant investment? And these are two very different questions. And it becomes even more obvious when we look at how buying decisions generally are changing. There used to be an information asymmetry, right? Some years ago, you remember that clients did not know much. Designers knew a lot, and the expertise created a gap which almost always worked in the favor of the professional firm. AI, however, it's shrunk that gap. Clients can now generate their own concepts, research materials, explore layouts, they can understand design styles, they can compare vendors, they can access information that previously required professional guidance, your guidance. And now, as information is becoming easier and easier to access, what do you think the customer places more value on? Clarity, trust, predictability, the ability to reduce uncertainty, and the ability to minimize risk. Yet, so many firms mistakenly keep improving design quality when their actual bottleneck in getting more clients is perception, market perception. They're solving the wrong problem. Let me give you an example. There's a mid sized firm, interior design studio. It spent 6 months perfecting its portfolio presentation, new photography, new project documentation, absolutely new, beautiful, gorgeous render. Yet, potential clients still don't understand what makes the firm different. The result? No meaningful change in client acquisition because bottleneck was never portfolio quality. The bottleneck was positioning. At Immaculate Platform, we think about this problem through a simple lens. Every firm has three layers of maturity. The first layer is capability. Are they capable of delivering good work? Great. The second layer is communication. Does the market understand that they're capable of delivering good work? Does the market understand your value? And the third, perhaps most critical, is confidence transfer. Can a prospective client quickly feel safe choosing you? Most firms invest heavily in layer 1. Some invest in layer 2 as well, but very few deliberately build out layer 3. And that's where growth often actually happens because clients are not producing the highest quality option. They purchase the option that they understand best. And this creates an interesting opportunity. If you're a genuinely capable firm, you don't necessarily need better projects in your portfolio. What you need is a better system for communicating what those projects mean. What decisions did you take within the scope of those projects? What problems did you solve? What constraints did you overcome? What outcome did you achieve? What impact did you have? What type of client benefits most from your processes? These answers matter far more than yet another beautiful image. The firms that grow over the next decade won't simply be the firms that produce the best work. They're going to be firms which make clients' decision at this very last step as they're looking at your portfolio easier. It is a very different game, and this is one which has to be intentionally designed because growth is not a design problem. It's a system design problem. You're not architecting yet another building, you're architecting your architectural organization. If you found this useful, please follow the page. We're building a library of practical advice for interior designers and architectural firms, which covers marketing, operations, capacity planning, attrition, profitability, and scale. And if you'd like to understand how your firm's systems interact across all of those areas, take a look at Immaculate Platform at immaculate.co.in/trial for a 2-month free demo. Until next time, thank you so much. Have a good day.